Hello everyone, this is Lolly and I'm very excited because I've been mentioning now and then about an upcoming fairy journal traveler's notebook that I am going to be working on doing a series. Well, to start off with, I have ordered this traveler's notebook from Pell Studio. I will give you the link to them down below. It is an Etsy shop, and this is one of their leather traveler's notebooks. It's in their scallop spine edition, so it shows you there's 2 layers of leather across the spine. So that means you've got extra stability and strength there. And here it is opened up. This is the personal size, which means that the inserts in here will be 3 3/4 by 6 1/2. You see this has 4 purple or lavender elastics plus an lavender elastic closure on it. I noticed these orange markings. It came that way. I'm not sure what that was about. I'll see if I can wash that up. I'm not absolutely thrilled with the pockets. I knew it came with pockets, but I think if I ever order again, I will I will request no pockets here. I just assume to have my own paper pockets that I put in there. And I noticed that these are leaving scuff marks on any notebooks that I put in here. So again, this is the leather journal, but do not despair because I will also show you how to make a paper cover in the same size. Now, the first thing I want to do with this is I want to put a charm right here. I don't usually do charms on the fronts. I just feel like they're kind of fiddly. They seem to get in my way, and I want my journals and notebooks to be more practical. And if there's too many paper clips and too many charms hanging here and really big and lots of things here, I feel like I don't use it as much because it's just clunky somehow. So I want it to be pretty, but I also want it to be functional. So I'm going to call this the front charm, and I don't know if, you know, it's the elastic that closes the notebook. I'm going to call this the front charm, and charms that dangle here I will call the dangle charm. The first thing I wanted to do was to put something on this one. I just knew when I saw this that I wanted this to be a fairy journal. Now, when I think on their website, they refer to this as their mermaid one. Well, for me, it's going to be for fairies. And I happened to be at Hobby Lobby the other day, and this brand, Vintage, um, was on sale, and it was 50% off because $9. I thought, wow, I don't know that I would have spent that money. So I have done different front charms before, but I was looking at these at the little antennas here, and I thought that that would do well for a fairy charm, and the elastic should go right through the antenna. So let's give this a shot. I just thought it looked like it would work well. So I got to pull this back out. And then I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and then usually what I would try to do is give you alternatives. So let's see what that looks like. Yes, that went right through there, right through the antennas. I'm going to focus here. Right through the antennas, and I do like that look. So now I've got to get both of these elastics back in that hole. But before I do that, I wanted to show you some alternatives that we could do. So the first thing I was doing was looking through my stickers. Now I do have some butterfly stickers. They're thick, so I'm not sure how this will work. I'm just looking at them right now. And I have these stained glass stickers. These are all from the dollar store so far. And I found these translucent Easter stickers. And I thought that one of those might also make a good front charm. And the other thing is I had a rubber stamp of a butterfly. So I stamped it out and colored it with my Copics in colors that would look good with this. So what I'm going to do, and you get to watch me as I play around here. Let's do something and get rid of all this glare. Oh my goodness, I'm looking through the camera and I see the glare. Sorry about that. So let's take care of this. Open these sticker packets up. Okay, I got those open. And what I want to do is to try and laminate these. And I said I know some of these stickers are a little thick. What I'm going to do, this is one of my remnants or leftovers from another project that I did. Well, if I could get that open. So this is my laminating sheet, and this is the fold over here. I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to put stickers in here and just laminate them and see what happens. I noticed that these are, they're thick. I don't know how to explain it, but we'll see how that works out. This feels kind of vinyl-y. I don't know what the heat is going to do to any of these. All of them, because they're stickers, they're not going to slide around in here except for this one. So let me heat up my laminator and we will test it. Okay, my laminator is hot now, so I'm going to put this in fold side first. I finally had to switch. I had a Scotch laminator, but it had this vertical feed, so whenever you would have non-stickers, just loose papers, they would come out and they would all get jumbled up in there instead of staying nice and flat where I laid them. This one, for some reason, I love it, but when I put things through right through the center, this right back corner is always bent over. I'm not sure what is doing it, so if I move it a little bit over, I can avoid that. Okay, now I'm going to speed this up here. All right, let's put that over to the side. Now here's what I have, and what I'm thinking is there were two holes here, and that's what I put the elastic through. They were the holes for the antennas. So when I cut these out, I want to make sure I leave enough clear laminating above the images to have the holes. Now we have to figure out which way we would want. Let's see if I can get these away from there so it's not so much glare right on you. We have to figure out if we were going to use this, where we would want the holes, and I would think on either side of this flower right there. Now if you have laminated before, you'll see that there is a little air pocket between the edge of the design and where the lamination is really sticking. It's very tiny. You want to always cut beyond that air pocket, and I don't have to get too precise, and I'm just kind of making this sort of rounded because I want it to be smoother edges. And then when I come up here, I'm going to leave a nice big round area to make room for the holes that I'm going to put in there. So then what we have is this image here with two holes that we can do the same thing we did with this, and that's put the elastic up one hole and down the other, so that we would have it looking like that. And the other benefit of having something like this is that you can use it as a pen holder, a pen loop as well. I don't have a pen handy, so I'll just show you with a pencil. See that? That could hold your pen right across the front. Okay, so let's look at this one now that I stamped and colored. And let's try this one. And that's how that one would look across there. Oh, that is just darling. And I love that you can choose the colors you want to match the cover that you have. I'm just sliding all these down so we can compare them all here. Let's try one of these stained glass ones. Now, this one's smaller, but still very cute. And how about the large one? Oh, I like that a lot too. And you know, you could put a stone, a gemstone, right in the middle here. Okay, we've already done one of those stickers, so let's just go ahead and try one of these. And this is a butterfly as well, but it's like this crocheted lace butterfly. Now this is a neutral color, but it's still very delicate and very beautiful. And it would still go with the fairy theme, and you can also like create a little body for the butterfly by putting like colored gemstones down there. Okay, now that's just giving you some options there, and I am definitely going to cut all these out and save them, and I may even figure out another use for this. I really think it's pretty. I'm going to save these for other journals, but meanwhile, I need to put this back into the holes here. Now, I showed in one of my other videos that once you get the first strand of elastic in here, it's hard to pull the other one through as well because it's thick. And so the way to do that is I have taken a piece of button thread, I fold it in half, and then I'm going to put both of these ends of thread in the hole in the direction that I want to push my elastic. So push those in there, pull them through from the other side a little bit. Then all I have to do is put my elastic through there and pull the thread from the other side. Okay, I see I'm going to grab the thread and I'm going to pull this through. This one's a little tougher because the sides of the journal are leather and not smooth. Okay, there you go. And save this because you'll be doing it again. Okay. So now we have to turn this over and put our knot back in here. Now when you have a front charm on your pocket, on your traveler's notebook, if you're not careful, the way you put it on here may put it upside down or something like that. So I found that if I hold it the right way and come across from the top, then it's always on here the right way. And now we'll put that right in the middle, and that's that. And I can tell I do need to tighten this maybe a little bit because after moving it around, it might be a little on the loose side here. So let's make this, I'm just kind of looking to see how much room I have here, and I'm going to try and tighten this knot a little bit. Again, put the charm in my hand the right way and come down over the top, and it will be in the right, it'll be facing the right way when I do it. So that's the first part of my journal. I wanted to show you this notebook. I will give you the links down below, and thank you so much for watching. I do want to let you know that in my process of doing this, I will be using pretty extensively this Fairy Dust collection by Graphic 45. I have a couple of the papers right now on hand, and I have ordered more in the kit. You can use whatever paper collection you want. You can use choose solids, and you just pick out the color theme that you want to work with. Oh, and I failed to mention, now that I'm looking at this is the tags and pockets that come in the collection. And I'm noticing at this one right here, if you punch out the holes and laminate this one, look what a great front cover that charm that would be. That would be beautiful because the elastic could go right through there, and it could be a pen holder. Again, thank you for watching. Oh, and there's also a fairy collection out by Kaisercraft right now, or Kaisercraft, depending on where you're from.